show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flyer field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up there. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. Maturity cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo.
And State Farm Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Squeeze, double. Check 43.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and this is taken in at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Murray now on 1st down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. That's good for a 1st down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd and 1, Murray. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Emmanuel Agba able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Oh, okay, you know, look, I just want to know if I know. You ready to do that.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I'll be ready about 9:30 here. Start hitting that way and shit. Everything. Alright, but. Yeah, I got you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Murray. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Switch it, come on, switch it. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check. Go. Slam.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going on the ground with Madison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let him know. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got him. Check it back.
These two teams all tied after one.
Keep playing hard. 7-7. Ready up. Mike. 58's the mic.
Here's Madison running on first down.
36.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check.
They'll run it with Madison, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Kill.
Here's Madison. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch up. 51 the mic, boys. 51. Watch the pass.
From the 36, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Hassan Reddick showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Gonna throw deep. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
That's D, man.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, 30,
Come on, man, what the fuck?
10,
oh my God.
touchdown,
You did all that just to me score one play.
Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run with Madison. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now a give to Madison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready? Right here, guys. Right. 51. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Man out. 51, Mike 51. I'm coming right.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they... Let's.
Just don't give them time.
They can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's try this.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
On the ready. Mike 51.
Better bring it.
On the handoff. It's Madison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Let's go, let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now on first down, Drake again. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Come on, dude. Come on, baby. Let's make it play.
Out, 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 out. Kill, kill, kill. Shift, shift. Deuce.
From the 45 on second down, Murray flushed out right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
99, check 99.
They'll run with Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready. And read. 57. Look slow. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Motion. Pop. 57's the logo. 57.
On second and 11 now. Murray. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Baby.
Here we go. Come to ending. To you. Mike 43.
First down, Bridgewater.
Woo! Good fucking play.
In the end zone, touchdown,
Good play, baby.
DJ Chark, 26
Good
yards.
fucking play.
And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on, D.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4. Off. Mike 38. Mike 38.
Come on, D.
Mike 38. Pick it up. Pick it up. Switch. Check. Crunch.
Then they're 100.
Check 49.
Go. Switch. Check.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, keep it up.
Mike 38. Mike 38. I'm coming. Shift. Watch the shift. Watch quick.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, check 24. Watch that.
Joker. Tighten up. Switch.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Mike 38. I'm coming. Bang. Check your hot read. Check nickel. Jam on. Check 26. Jam.
Murray with a third and long. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Emmanuel Ogbah, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
So we got man. Check.
Check, 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 check.
Check. Check. Check. Check, check.
To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mark 38. I don't think you got it, son.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Squeeze. Shift.
Check 52.
On third down, Murray. Flush to his right. And a throw going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Shit, hit me right in the fucking back.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Watch the end.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Tight dog, tight dog.
They do go for it. It's Murray. He's
Come
got
on,
a
man.
man. It's Sutton. That's
play,
complete.
fucking Jones.
That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 43. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Johnson, and after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Drop deep, drop deep. 38 to Mike. Hey, Mike 38. Mike 38. Mike 38.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
From the gun on third down, Murray flushed out right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first and goal, Drake. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Check, 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 check.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll try again with Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Good game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. All right, T, let's go.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left.
Going to run with Madison again.
Run.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
That's a big play right here.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th.
Oh,
My goodness, this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
That was good. That was good right there.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Run it. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check.
Right back to Drake. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
At the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run it with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check nine.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Check three. Pick that.
Stay right here. 4th and 11, baby. This is the game right here.
Flare. Check 43.
Murray and company going for it on 4th.
Good D.
And that is
Fucking D,
incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Oh, we're fucking deep.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Ooh.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from meal down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On the ready, 43. Mike's 43. Here we go, let's bring it.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
29,
Picked
okay.
off by George Iloka. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Damn.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
Ooh,
A
let's
50-50
fucking
ball
go.
here, and it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Shit.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
For the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Down right around the 25. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Now they go screen, it's complete.
Oh.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll try to run with Madison. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They come out here in the eye. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here we go. Mike 38, Mike 38. Here we go, D. All day, D. All day. 38 to Mike. Hey.
Back to throw. Murray.
Woo!
Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Going to the NFC title, baby.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All day.
Another carry now for Madison. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Hey. 36.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Ah, nah. What the fuck? Like a lagged out. I'm still connected. What? The fuck? Man, that nigga had a dev trait, man. Oh, fuck that. I want to get my running back his dev trait. That nigga got that shit. Nigga gonna start shit. That's bullshit. You think it's other than the fucking game? fair sin, they shouldn't. You need bullshit. That was good, T. So ass out of here, man.